It's a fantastic achievement. This project will now be able to deliver all the requirements for the power stations in the eastern region of the UAE.
ADWIC is constructing a new major power plant in the east coast in Fujairah, and without this pipeline they would not be able to really operate that plant. So it is very, very important for our customer to have this line in operation so that they complete as well their project in time.
Taweelah Fujairah pipeline project is another success story of Dolphin projects. This project was initiated in early 2007 to facilitate the delivery of additional gas requirement to one of our valuable customers, being ADWIC. It was estimated that this project will be completed by year 2012. But in order to meet ADWIC gas requirement date on 2010, a fast-track project execution strategy was employed by Dolphin.
The fact that ADWIC has entrusted Dolphin with the responsibility of execution of this project, by itself, it's an excellent example of excellent relationship we have.
It is 240 kilometers from Taweelah all the way to Fujairah, going from Abu Dhabi to Sharjah to Ras Al Khaimah and finally to Fujairah.
It is a strategic location for power generation, and the system will now be able to meet the increased requirements for power generation.
The first milestone, which was a branch from the existing pipeline, the AFP pipeline, which provides a small quantity of gas to Fujairah 2 for the commissioning of the new power plant. And the second milestone is the CD3, which is a completion of 128 kilometers of pipeline from Taweelah to a point where it will be connected to the AFP. The final milestone is the CD4, and that is the completion of the remaining length of pipe, which is around 116 kilometers.
We are trying to minimize, but not compromising with any of the quality or not compromising with any of the requirements. We are on the toes to ensure that all the material is reaching to site on time, so that at any point of time there is no construction stoppage or there is no problem starting from the mill until the seaport, including the transportation, and ensuring the pipe is readily available as soon as the ROW is ready and the trench is open.
When we consider that we're crossing from Taweelah all the way to Fujairah, you can imagine how many roads, pathways, pipelines, third-party properties we have to cross through.
Based on the challenging right-of-way conditions and for the similarity of both projects, Dolphin and IPIC management decided to coordinate all the activity within the shared right-of-way to minimize the efforts for obtaining the NOCs, land acquisition, and to optimize the CAPEX by splitting the cost for the civil works in the shared right-of-way.
We needed the support of all this area here, the people throughout the pipeline. We needed their support, their understanding of what we are doing.
Well, in fact, by engaging with the communities, we became aware of their sensitivities, their issues, any areas of particular interest, whether they be archaeological or sensitive in terms of land issues or farming or fencing. By engaging with the community, we, of course, took their issues and put them in our stakeholder engagement plan, and we had a series of meetings with them and follow-up to ensure that we did our best to meet their needs.
We had some difficulties with land acquisition situations and environmental issues, but people understood the importance of this project, and they were very cooperative with us and with the municipalities to allow us to go through their lands, and this is the success of the whole country at the end of the day.
There is a site in the northern part of our pipeline right away where there was an archaeologically significant mosque. To preserve it, we protected it completely as our pipeline right of way went by adjacent to it to ensure that there was no damage done to it as a consequence of the construction process. By protecting this site of historical importance, this preserves it for future generations and respects the cultural needs of the community.
This required some team on different occasions, different trips, to actually walk the route, okay, to hike the mountains, to first of all determine the actual easy route for the pipeline and the routes of the access roads that we had to build. So when we say about the right-of-way, it's preparing the platform for the pipeline and the actual access road for transporting the pipe and transporting the equipment. So this posed the biggest challenge, in fact. This took the longest time. It was the riskiest operation to determine how we're going to send our first piece of equipment to the peak of a mountain, to a slope, and how that piece of equipment is going to cut its route, prepare for the next set of equipment, and so on.
I'm really very proud that this project is being completed in such a way without any fatality or without major accident to the project. And I'm really also proud of having such a small team from Dolphin extending their support always to the contractor, not working as the only client. They are working together hand by hand with the contractor to complete this project successfully.
Teamwork is one of the values of Dolphin Energy. Without a teamwork, this project would have not been seen today.
The timely completion of the TFP pipeline, followed by an adequate gas flow within it, is vital to ADVEC to meet its obligation to generate sufficient power and water for the people in the Abu Dhabi Emirate and to provide electricity and water supply to the Northern Emirates.
Dolphin is a company driven by a positive energy. By taking over this project, we have not only gone extra mile in serving our customer, but gone an extra 244 kilometers.
Thanks go to all Dolphin Energy managers and staff members for the work done for ADVEA's power and water sector and ultimately for the UAE as a whole.
This experienced team was able to meet our deadlines, our milestones, and make our customer happy.